Hey, we're gonna be playing the demo of Ikai today, and just so you know, I've sped up and cut back a lot of the gameplay footage just because I spent most of it hiding or being scared.
I can feel the evil within these walls. There must be a cursed object somewhere, and I need to find it.
Sidebar, somebody needs to make a game called Tall Grass where I wander around in grass that I either cannot see over at all or barely see over as some sort of creature or monster stalks me and eventually hunts me down while I try to make a curse. I need the panic. I need the anxiety. Hashtag Tall Grass the game. Let's make it happen. So, with this game, I'm just going to be judging the demo because that's all I have. What I will say is there's a lot of things in this room that look like they could be part of puzzles, which makes me think this is actually part of the full game and they've actually just closed off a lot of the puzzles so we can't interact with them at the
sounds different
moment.
since I broke it.
So I won't be taking those into account. The other thing is the sound is very good. It is probably the best quality of this game. When you heard that door slam back there, it wasn't actually a door slam, it was actually a drum. Like one of those big ass drums.
I need to make a protective seal to lock the evil up inside the mask. There should be a brush at the library.
There's basically no music except for this part here. It's simple, effective. It goes on for too long. It's the wrong notes. It's not pleasing to the ear. It definitely doesn't make me feel comfortable, which I can appreciate. But I do like that they had muttering. I like that they have these kind of background noises. My critique with the background noises is the source, or the lack of source. So you'll hear doors open. You won't see any doors open.
I'd need one with ink.
You'll hear jars move, like slide across the floor, but you won't see it. You'll hear scratches.
I would say there is a brush inside.
I don't know.
Shall I double check?
On the floorboards. Things open and close.
Step
you
by
don't
step.
see it,
now
which
I
I
go
think
to the table to start writing the seal.
Us as the we don't see any threats, so it's probably just no threat. Also, my annoyance with this room is we had to run around looking for a fucking pen for ages. And then I spent, I kid you not, 5 minutes trying to pick up any piece of paper I could. Any piece of paper. Because to my knowledge, I had no paper on me. Until I saw that I had an interact, and I just pulled this out of my ass. So I'm a little annoyed about that.
That's not quite a safe place. I'll look for another room.
And then the other slight annoyance, while I like the sounds, is we never see a source other than that. Other than that. And when I saw C for stealth, I was like, alright, tutorial's done, let's go. So I was really cautious, and this is probably where I cut back the most footage, is because I wasn't sure if I was looking for something, I wasn't sure if I was to stay in the shadows, stay in the light, what was supposed to happen.
It's too dark.
Here.
I can barely see.
And then this too. It says, it's too dark, I can't see, but I definitely could finish writing that here. Why let me interact with that if I can't, but I can? I don't know, I found it a bit weird, but I did chop it up too. It's probably just a puzzle that is blocked off right now because this is just the demo. Ah yes, my favorite closet. I probably spent 10 minutes total in this closet because we don't have any rules for this ghost or this creature or whatever's going after us or stopping us or cursing this place or whatever. We don't know if they can go through walls, we don't know if they can open doors, we don't know if they just appear, they could just be invisible, we don't know, we don't have any information. Even that little thing, that little snippet of information we did find, didn't really clue us in. And this part here, I wasn't sure about either, because I just kind of figured, okay, I'll just keep writing the thing, and then I'll just go in the closet, hide like a little bish for a bit, and then I'll go back out there, and I'll just do another stroke. But I thought I'd see something visual, like something creeping, like something, a shadow kind of flickering through like the paper doors, the light starts going. I don't know. I thought I would see something.
It doesn't seem like it'll work. I'd better repeat it.
Like, the sounds seem to vary, so I don't know if it's one thing. I don't see any visuals. Like I said, I cut a lot back from this, but I definitely spent a lot of time looking around to see if there was something that was going around. I never saw that creature that we originally saw again. But I want to be safe.
It doesn't seem like it'll work.
I like the idea that, your focus is here, which makes it a bit awkward to, stay hidden. I don't know why I couldn't just do this in the closet, personally. I don't know why I couldn't just, have a stamp ready or something. Well, maybe all the symbols, like the sealing away things, will vary from spirit to spirit, maybe? I don't know.
It doesn't seem like it'll work. I'd better repeat it.
I do like the idea that she's a failed priestess, though, because it feels relatable, the amount of scraps of paper I've wasted. I also want to say there are collectibles. I tried to look for them. I really did.
It doesn't seem like it'll work. I'd better repeat it.
And I couldn't. I only found one.
It doesn't seem like it'll work. I'd better repeat it.
I found one collectible, and then that piece of paper, that little blurb about the yokai, I think it was, or something like that. So, yeah, if you found all of them, let me know in the comments below. Just say I found them. Don't spoil it for anyone, because I'd be very curious if
it
anyone
doesn't
else
seem like it'll work.
Struggle.
I'd better repeat it.
Paranoia starts setting in here. So yeah, this is basically the gist, is I was paranoid that something was coming to get me. I didn't see any shadows, I didn't see any light flickers, but anytime I hear the noise, I just stop for a bit, go back to the closet, come back out, rinse, repeat, cash the check. Which is why I'm saying this game is okay. I like the setting, I like the idea, I like the concept of it. I think it just needs to be polished up a bit, which is a little bit better, because if you have a really good setup but a bad concept, it's really hard to adjust that concept, you know? I thought I heard something come into the room, but once again, you hear the sound of doors opening, and there's no doors opening. Or the jars, like the lid on the jars or something. Can interact with them, but you hear it, but you don't see it. I don't know. I think it's a little weak. I think if I saw it, I'd be very unnerved. Or some sort of sign, maybe, other than the sounds. I don't know. I think there's opportunities there for sure. And I actually thought in that corner there was something, but then I realized it's just dark graphics. That's it. I went and explored it at a later time. And then I really wasn't sure if there was something, so I stayed there an insane amount of time. I should have cut it back, to be honest, but we got there in the end.
Got it! Hurry up! I must place it on the mask!
Oh wow. that I'm just saying that symbol's not looking so hot, you know, it's the equivalent of me taking out a box of crayons and writing it. And just to be safe, close that up.
I can hear someone from above. I must be silent.
And then it gives you a little overview of what's down. So my thoughts are you have to seal many demons away or something. It's definitely very indie, but I hope you like this. I hope you do give it a try yourself, make up your own opinion of it, but this is what I thought of it. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you just take a look at what else I have to offer.